One army changed history forever unexpectedly. Fewer warriors conquered unimaginable territories rapidly. Numbers alone cannot explain everything here. Empires usually require overwhelming population advantages. This story defies conventional military logic. 70 years transformed the known world. Rome suddenly seemed painfully slow afterward. Forgotten tribes reshaped global civilization forever. Fear became their greatest strategic weapon. Everything started upon endless grasslands alone. A determined orphan changed everything forever. Tribal divisions disappeared beneath shared loyalty. Horses became unstoppable engines of conquest. Discipline always defeated overwhelming enemy numbers. Adaptation consistently outmatched traditional medieval armies. Reputation marched ahead before every battle. Terror became calculated military communication strategy. Trade flourished beneath unexpected imperial stability. Success eventually carried hidden catastrophic weaknesses. Their legacy still surrounds humanity today. At its greatest extent, the empire controlled nearly 9 million square miles worldwide. Almost 1/4 of humanity ultimately lived beneath Mongol authority during expansion. Rome required 4 centuries, achieving territory Mongols conquered within one remarkable lifetime. Their armies rarely exceeded 125,000 disciplined mounted warriors. They defeated China, Persia, Russia, and threatened Europe despite overwhelming numerical disadvantages. The greatest mystery remains exactly how such extraordinary victories repeatedly became possible. Popular myths wrongly portray Mongols merely as savage horsemen lacking strategic brilliance. Those descriptions largely originated from defeated civilizations writing history after catastrophic losses. Victors rarely surrender narratives, while defeated societies protect pride through convenient explanations. Reality reveals disciplined organization, technological adaptation, and unmatched operational efficiency instead everywhere. Mongol forces consistently overcame larger armies through superior planning speed and coordination. Their transformation occurred astonishingly fast within approximately 2 decades of relentless unification efforts. Understanding everything begins with Temujin surviving impossible childhood hardships across unforgiving grasslands alone. His father died after poisoning by rival tribes seeking greater regional influence. Loyal followers abandoned Temujin, his mother's siblings, and every remaining family possession immediately. Survival demanded eating roots, hunting marmots, and enduring unimaginable hardships without reliable protection. Competition over scarce food ended tragically when Temujin killed his own half-brother. Enslavement followed, yet remarkable determination allowed escape despite wearing heavy wooden restraints publicly. Nothing about his circumstances suggested future greatness or lasting historical significance whatsoever. By 1206, every major Mongol tribe recognized his undisputed supreme leadership. Temujin accepted the title Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler, before assembled tribal leaders. Ancient blood feuds disappeared beneath disciplined allegiance, replacing endless cycles of revenge completely. That political unification proved more powerful than bows, swords, or mounted warfare alone. Climate conditions may have quietly accelerated this extraordinary historical transformation across Mongolia itself. Years of abundant rainfall created exceptional grasslands supporting vastly expanded horse populations everywhere. More horses enabled faster campaigns, greater endurance, and unprecedented military mobility across continents. Earlier drought conditions likely intensified competition, encouraging raids against neighboring agricultural communities first. Nature unexpectedly created opportunity while determined. Leadership converted opportunity into permanent expansion rapidly. Genghis Khan organized soldiers through simple decimal units, improving battlefield communication dramatically everywhere. Groups of 100,000 and 10,000 simplified command under pressure. Personal loyalty shifted from birth clans toward military comrades inside structured formations permanently. This innovation eliminated betrayals, weakening previous steppe confederations throughout earlier centuries of warfare. Individual warriors maintained multiple horses, rotating mounts during exhausting long-distance campaigns continuously. Their astonishing mobility reached 70 miles daily, surpassing contemporary European military capabilities significantly. Messenger networks transmitted imperial commands across continents with extraordinary speed and dependable consistency. Whenever unfamiliar challenges appeared, Mongol commanders eagerly adopted superior foreign technologies without hesitation. Chinese and Muslim engineers strengthened siege warfare through advanced mechanical and explosive innovations. Captured expertise immediately became powerful advantages against future enemies resisting Mongol expansion elsewhere. Military success depended equally upon intelligence, logistics, flexibility, and relentless disciplined execution together. Before attacking, commanders generously offered surrender, preserving cities, accepting tribute without unnecessary bloodshed. Rejection usually resulted in devastating massacres deliberately intended, discouraging future resistance across regions. Terror functioned strategically, spreading fear faster than mounted armies physically could ever travel. Many settlements surrendered immediately after hearing horrifying accounts from neighboring destroyed communities nearby. Population losses across Hungary, Russia, and China reached staggering, debated historical proportions afterward. Administrative collapse, famine, disease, and warfare together intensified catastrophic demographic decline throughout Eurasia considerably. Contemporary eyewitnesses described relentless destruction, sparing neither children, women, nor elderly civilians anywhere. Yet conquest eventually produced surprising periods of peace across interconnected imperial territories afterward. Religious tolerance often replaced forced conversion, allowing diverse cultures continued local traditions peacefully. Merchants traveled extraordinary distances beneath consistent Mongol protection across secure trade routes safely. Historians describe this remarkable stability using the enduring phrase Pax Mongolica today universally. Silk Road commerce flourished, connecting China, Central Asia, Middle East, and Europe efficiently. Ideas, inventions, religions, and technologies crossed continents with unprecedented speed during imperial stability. Gunpowder knowledge may have reached Europe through these protected commercial exchange networks gradually. Ironically, conquest accelerated innovations, eventually empowering civilizations surpassing Mongol dominance in later centuries. Genghis Khan died, leaving succession challenges impossible for descendants, fully resolving peacefully together. Powerful regional khanates gradually prioritized competing ambitions above maintaining imperial unity any more collectively. China, Persia, Russia, and Central Asia increasingly followed independent political directions over time. Internal conflicts steadily weakened centralized authority despite earlier, extraordinary military achievements across Eurasia. Then bubonic plague exploited thriving trade routes, connecting distant imperial populations together fatally. Black Death devastated economies, manpower, taxation, and political stability throughout Mongol-controlled territories. The same networks enabling prosperity unexpectedly accelerated one history-changing biological catastrophe worldwide. By 1368, Mongol rule within China had completely ended permanently. Other khanates survived temporarily, yet fragmentation prevented restoring earlier unified imperial strength again. Despite collapse, their influence continued shaping commerce, diplomacy, warfare, and cultural exchanges globally. Modern borders still reflect territories once administered beneath remarkable Mongol imperial governance structures. Millions today share ancestral connections linked genetically with Genghis Khan's extraordinary bloodline worldwide. Roughly 1 in every 200 men carries that paternal lineage today. 28 modern countries occupy lands once governed beneath expanding Mongol imperial authority. Their astonishing rise reshaped geopolitics, demographics, economics, and historical memory across continents, forever enduring. From abandoned orphan to universal ruler, his journey remains almost unbelievable, even today. Discipline, adaptation, speed, leadership, climate, and terror together transformed global history beyond imagination.